Hello and welcome to a little quick tip video. Today I'll be talking about something in Substance Painter. The kind of general idea of these videos is going to be a lot shorter than my very long-winded, long-form videos where I talk about game dev for 15 minutes. I'm going to try and solve an issue in, let's say, less than 3 minutes.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
So basically an issue that you can run into in Substance Painter that I've seen a lot is these world aligned textures that use a generator for the textures or the special details on it, like these burns or these dirt marks. An issue you can see if I delete this from the layer. I'll just show you how easy it is to add one of these. We have an iron forged smart material here. I'll put it right on here, and you see there's these details everywhere. An issue with world aligned textures is that it is taking the world space normals to figure out how to place these kind of details on here. It isn't one big texture right here. If you look over here at the texture sheet, you'll notice that the texture is only showing up on the actual objects. There's nothing in between. This is because it's being generated based on a bunch of stuff that you've baked into the mesh, like the world space normals, the regular normals, ambient occlusion, curvature. So if we look at the actual object, you can see there's these nice little details. This looks good, but there's an issue. If we look at this little detail here and we turn around, we can see the exact same little detail on the other side. And it's mirroring it because the kind of mirrored axis of this object's origin and where this object is in world space, and how this part of the mesh is an exact mirrored copy of the other side. Just the mesh itself, not the texture, because this is being generated afterwards. That's why it's generating it in the exact same way. And it does it over here as well. If you look at this little detail, there's a nice little detail here. Now I look at it, it kind of looks like a wolf head. But if we rotate around, we have the exact same detail on the other side. And something like that will be super, super noticeable, especially in a first-person shooter, because you'll be here, and you'll be seeing that one detail all the time, and then you rotate it, and you'll see that it comes up again. And I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. It's super simple. You just do a second pass on the texture, and I'll show you exactly how. If we go into the layers, we're going to add the iron forged texture on top of it. It looks exactly the same. It's using the same seed to randomize this texture. But if I go into the details of it, if I go into the generator of the dirt layer, which is the most prominent one, the one that gets this little wolf head, and I click the black and white mask, and then I click the generator attached to it, I can go down and I can randomize the seed to get a different texture. So I've randomized it, and let's try and get something really recognizable. So here we go. We have a different texture now of somebody flipping you off, and you're thinking, okay, well that was a really simple fix. We solved the issue, but the issue isn't solved. Actually, if we turn it around, see you have the same middle finger on the other hand, two birds flipping you off, and that's the issue. So what we can do is we both have both layers on here. So if I go over here and I actually collapse this layer and I toggle it off, you're going to see the wolf is still under there. There's the wolf. So what we can do is we can toggle it back on. The wolf is going to be an easier example, so I'm going to actually put the wolf over the other one. And we can go onto the layer that's above, and we can add a black mask onto it. And that makes it so it doesn't show up at all. And we'll take something like our brush here, and we'll go into the mask, and we'll edit the mask, and we'll use white to make it show up. So what I will do then is I'll go over the area where this is showing up, and I will just use the mask, editing the mask so that we lose those repeated details. So now we have someone flipping the bird, and we have a dog on the other side. So we can go over and we can take care of the other details too. A good example of that I see right here, we have this that probably shows up on the other side. Yep, it's exactly copied over. So I can just do this, and I basically erased it and replaced it with other details. So now it doesn't copy in exactly the same way. And that's just a nice simple way of getting rid of those little details so that you don't have a perfectly mirrored texture for both sides of your weapon, because that will be super noticeable, especially if you have weapon inspect animations. And that's pretty much how you solve that. I couldn't find anywhere on the internet where somebody explained something like this, because it's kind of a hard thing to describe. A lot of people, when you search something like issue solve mirroring in Substance Painter, disable mirroring in Substance Painter, you're still going to get a million results that are just how do I mirror in Substance Painter. So hopefully I can title this or tag it in some way that people who are having this issue can find it. Thank you for watching the video. This has been a quick tip. I don't know how quick it really was. It was probably more like 6 minutes, but that's still definitely a lot shorter than, I don't know, a 20-minute Unity video that I've uploaded at some point. Hopefully you found this helpful. The whole point of making these particular short videos has nothing to do with getting views. It's just going to be issues that I've run into and I've solved, and in case somebody's looking it up the right way, they can figure out how to solve it. Like how I needed help but I couldn't find it, so I'm trying to help those people who have run into the same issues. So hopefully I helped you. If you appreciate it, please subscribe, follow me on Twitter, the same name, it's linked on my main channel, and have a nice day. I'll see you later.